Everything done.
It's like I have never made so many brownies in my life.
I don't clean well.
I was gonna say.
COVID sucks and we'll make the best of it.
Absolutely. Hi, and welcome to our brand new OnlyGood TV series, OG Circle. I'm your host, Lucia Nazzaro, and on this show, we're bringing together members of the OG family and community to discuss topics that are important to you and to us before, during, and after the pandemic. Today, we're talking about one of my favorite things, family. Now, all of us have experienced something new with our family dynamic, whether you're a family of one right now, like myself, or a family of many, like our guests that are going to be joining us. Spending time together, spending time alone, doing more things with family, it's all changed, and we're going to talk about all of it and a lot more right here tonight. So before we get started, let's meet our family. First, let's meet boudoir model himself and a lover of ices, Josh Varozza. He's host of the OG digital series Beauty Redefined and his brand new Crackle TV series, Breaking Beauty. Hello, Josh.
Oh, hello, Lucia.
Yes.
My beautiful bride, Tamara.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Condolences for being in quarantine with Josh. Next, let's meet our very own power couple, Heather and Kristen. I have to say this with an Italian accent, Fazzino, because I'm
I like it.
part of the OGTV series, The Creation of Us. Heather and Kristen, welcome.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
And baby Freya's sleeping. They were showing us before.
Yeah.
Let's meet our fourth member of the OG family here with us tonight. She is a former soap opera star, Victoria's Secret model, and now host of our own Green Clean Queen, Michelle Ray Smith. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm Michelle.
Yeah. And I know that you have a son as well who's going to pop in and say hello later.
I do. I have a 12-year-old named Jake, and he's going to pop in and say hello a little bit later. So, yeah.
So a lot of different dynamics going on. I'm divorced. I'm single. I've been living alone during quarantine. Michelle, well, I'm going to let you tell us about our dynamics. Can everyone just introduce who's been in their immediate zone during quarantine and what has the dynamic been like? Michelle, let's start with you.
Okay. So I'm a single mom, and I have Jake. And Jake's dad lives about 45 minutes from where I live. And so through quarantine, I've had Jake every few days and then kind of taken him to his dad's. So I've had Jake around, but ultimately I've been alone the whole time. So, and it wasn't really bothering me because honestly, I've been really busy with OGTV, which has been super fun. But I do have to say, like the last 2 weeks, it started getting difficult for me. And I started getting I'm just missed people, I missed having a hug or, just talking with someone. And the dog's like, please, mom, stop, enough, mom, because, we can only do so many hugs for the dog. But yeah, it could have been worse, but at least I had Jake to keep me company. So
What's your dog's name?
his name is Forrest Gump, and he's a chocolate lab, and he is just like a Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates, and he's the sweetest thing. Yeah.
Kristen and Heather, we know a lot about your family, but tell everyone that doesn't know or maybe is new to OGTV, who's in your family right now?
So it is the two of us, baby
And
Freya.
our daughter, Freya. I'm just going to keep bringing her up here because she can't pop in, like Jake can. But this is our pop-up, so we got her here.
She's almost 10 months. And
Yeah,
then
I can't believe it.
besides the three of us, then we have all the fur babies. We have Ted, our rescue cat.
That you can see who keeps walking by.
Yeah, who keeps walking by.
He's trying to step on the computer.
He's about 2 years old. Then we have Missy, Lily, and Oliver. Missy is an English bulldog, and Lily and Oliver are French bulldog. dogs, and they're all crazy.
Yeah, so it's almost like when she was born, we were a little bit prepped for COVID. That sounds a little weird, but we jumped into being new parents right smack in like the beginning of flu season.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, you know, you have to stay indoors, you have to be really careful. And then it was like, okay, we got used to this. And then, you know, our family, like everyone was meeting Freya, coming over, and then it was COVID.
Yeah, we went from maternity leave to flu season to COVID. So we've been home for almost an entire year.
Yeah. So
Are you loving it? Are you loving the dynamic of being home, or are you ready? I saw a look. I don't know if anyone else caught that.
you know,
I think it gets stressful
Sorry,
because the baby fills a lot of our time, which is great. You know, obviously since we're stuck at home,
and we're both incredibly lucky to like have been home with Freya for almost the first year of her life. Like that's amazing. Like, I mean, I was, you know, staying home with Freya to raise her anyway, and Heather was going back to work, but you had the opportunity then to be with the two of us this whole time.
I've been here for everything, like her crawling, her starting to say words, like all of this. So it's been amazing.
Josh and Tim, who's in your family dynamic right now, and how has that dynamic changed?
I was gonna make these kids come through, but as teenagers work, they're slow movers. Where is your sister? Still. How hard is that?
Yeah. Hi.
This is my boy Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. I'm Lucia. Nice to meet you.
Jake.
My stepdaughter,
peek on in here.
Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. So the four of you.
So we have the 2 teens.
Yeah.
We've got a cat. We had 3 dogs up until a month ago. Now we have 2 dogs.
I'm so sorry.
We've got a
Oh my god! I want to snuggle with that dog.
I do.
There's
That
no
dog is awesome.
oh my god. House.
So sweet. How has this dynamic changed? Because this is a lot of people under one roof.
Life is interesting for us, Lucia. I was lucky to be essential, so like life hasn't really changed for me. I've been working probably more so than ever. Tami, as a wedding photographer, it's really changed how much weddings she's going to. So she's been at home a whole lot more, really enjoying the time with the kids. Tyler and Lexi both just got their first jobs, and Tyler's at the grocery store and she's at Panera, so they're essential.
Oh, Panera. That's a really impressive first job too, Josh, though.
They got the best mac and cheese there.
They do. I would eat everything constantly.
It was so nice to meet you.
Bye, kids. Thank you.
And I see Jake.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Thank you.
I see Jake popped in. Hi, Jake.
What's up, bro?
How has quarantine been with your mom, Jake?
Pretty good. I like quarantine. School is nice. They're short days. The work's not as hard. So
Has your mom been homeschooling you?
no.
I am very lucky because Jake's father is such a great educator. So Jake has been studying on his own for a long time outside of regular school classes. So when we went into quarantine, he already had this incredible set of study skills, really, for real. So he has been basically footloose and fancy free, loving it, doing all of his work and his Kumon work and all these other things that he's doing. And it's been amazing. It's been great. So
Jake, well, good luck next year. Are you going back to school?
I'm not sure, but I think I will be. There might be some like switching on and off, like 2 days on, 2 days off. But I don't know. I'd like to see. I mean, I do miss my friends, but I don't know. I can still talk to my friends on the Xbox. So
Nice to meet you, Jake.
thank you.
Oh, Josh, have you been homeschooling?
No, both of our kids are juniors right now, going into senior year. Sorry, I guess they're seniors now. And so they both were able to do like distance learning for like the last couple, was it a month, 2 months?
Since March 13th. Yeah, they've got their little Chromebooks, and we're lucky because again, they're 17 years old, so they're pretty self-sufficient as far as that. They're definitely liking this.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think they'd be self-sufficient, and they've both done.
They surprised you.
To be to high school
Yeah.
morning. I mean, they were leaving at like 6:40 in the morning, and now they're not having to, get up and have breakfast until 8:39 a.m. and then start, and they're already done by noon.
What's one thing that you've learned about any member of your family? It could be a pet, it could be a child, it could be your significant other. Heather and Kristen, do you want to start?
I don't clean well.
I was gonna say.
Did you not know that before? Is that about yourself? It could be about yourself. You learned that about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, probably earlier on, but now it's really like, wow, you really don't clean that well.
Please, I can't.
Like you had a suspicion, but now it's been solidified.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Did you learn anything about yourself, Kristen?
I think I've learned like how to slow down a lot and like not be like so on the go and like appreciate like family time and like dinner, and like I learned how to cook. So, because I'm not good at that. So, yeah,
what did you learn how to make?
Different concoctions of really like what spices go together. Not so much like recipes in general, but Heather's very much like add a pinch of this, like just dab it. Like it's not gonna, like don't add that. She's like really, really good at like substituting.
Josh, did you have any cooking secrets, Tami?
Oh, Tammy's definitely stepped it up in cooking since COVID. You know, we're not busy. My whole life, I've always talked about my mother's meatloaf, and she perfected it. She recreated it and perfected it. My mom came over and spent a day with me, and now she makes me meatloaf once a week.
It'll never be as good as mom's, but
it's better.
I was gonna say maybe.
Don't tell Renee.
What about cooking? Have you done anything different?
I have. It's been really nice for me because as a single mom and going back and forth to, you know, where his father lives, back and forth and commuting, it takes a lot of time out of my schedule with Jake. So I got to stay home and I actually got to cook for him again and make lunch and make meals. I have to tell you that I really, really enjoyed it. And for whatever reason, I'm the queen of making brownies, okay? And yeah, we got to have brownies all the time. It's like I have never made so many brownies in my life. And then shrimp. So I'm sauteing shrimp, like copious amounts of shrimp. What do you want? Shrimp. I'm like, all right, well, so it's been good. It's been good. You'll
have to share your brownie recipe because I bet they're organic.
They're from a box. No.
Oh, really?
No. I'm trying to be healthy, but I'm not perfect. Oh my goodness, no. Thank you you're very sweet for saying that. No, I take after my mom, and they come from a box.
I don't care if they're from scratch or from a box. I love brownies, and if you got a jar of crunchy peanut butter around, I'll teach you a secret.
Oh, what is the secret?
You just put a slab of peanut butter on top of that brownie. It's really simple.
Oh, okay. Yum!
That sounds fantastic. I love peanut butter.
Michelle, anything that you've learned about yourself or someone else in your house that you didn't know?
Yes, I learned that I'm capable of being incredibly organized, which is not generally my strongest suit. I created a routine. I put my hair and my makeup together. I really created an environment for myself. And I did it out of sheer complete stress and totally, I didn't know what else to do. So in order to control things, I just made a schedule, and it saved my life. And so I am capable of being organized and putting all the dishes away in the sink before I go to bed. And the house can be spotless before I go upstairs and lay down. So now I really know that I have the power. It's in there. It's just,
Now with quarantine, all this extra free time, you realize things about yourself. Like you can clean, you can organize, you can set a schedule for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So, did Heather learn that too?
No.
Oh, the cleaning. We learned you putting it. What about TV? I know for myself, I never watched TV unless I was watching your series, all of your series on OGTV. And I learned what binge watching was. How to Get Away with Murder. Don't know if anyone's watched it. Josh?
We watched The Righteous Gemstones on HBO. It's hilarious. I like this show, Yellowstone. That's pretty cool.
What's that?
It's like Sons of Anarchy meets Bonanza.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
now you sound like my mom. Bonanza? Like what? That's what is Bonanza? Wasn't that from the 1970s?
Yeah.
It's a Western show.
Yes.
I based my entire life off of, Lucia.
Jake and I watched this show, and it's called Southern Safety or Southern Survival. Thank you. words from above, Southern Survival. And this is a show that's amazing, and it's everything you'd ever need for camping or any kind of thing to save your life if you're in an emergency. And they try out all these products. So I bought one. I bought the ladder that you are supposed to throw out your window if you're like on the second floor and you have a kid. Let me tell you something. Don't ever buy it because you'll strangle yourself on the way down and then you'll break your legs. So don't try it. I tried it.
I totally agree with you, Michelle. Like, I read the instructions. I'm like, I'm going to like literally die trying to put this out the window. Like, yeah. Does anyone else have one of those ladders?
So we have been talking about it since we moved into the house because honestly, we have the 3 dogs, the cat, now Freya, ourselves. We would probably just have to like throw a bulldog out the window at a time and like try and hope for the best to catch them on the way down. So I
literally go through Amazon and I make an entire cart of like worst case scenario stuff. Like if there's a fire, this, if there's the zombie virus, this, if this is going to happen, I need this. If in case we're going camping, I need that. I don't know why we don't go camping. But anyway, and I make this cart and then I hit save for later, like a few weeks later. And then I go back on and I'll do this every few months. So I've got that ladder in my cart a bunch of times.
What about family activities other than testing out safety ladders? What have you all been doing with your families that you weren't doing before?
I can say for us, I think that I've really enjoyed just spending more time. There wasn't a lot I felt like we could do with everything being closed and locked down. But I mean, me and my daughter started taking walks, which wasn't something we ever had time to do before. We just recently took an interest in paddleboarding, which is fun.
Paddleboarded.
He stood up the first time.
Awesome. It's so fun, isn't it?
I felt a little like a fat guy on a surfboard in the middle of the lake, but
no, he did really good. And I think he just like, for me, I was working 50, 60-hour weeks and it was just normal. I was a single mom for almost a decade before I met him. And the forced shutdown really made me realize I always thought that I needed to make a certain amount or I had to work that much. And then realizing I could live on half, I'm really appreciating the time now more than the money. And so for me, even when the world goes back to normal, actually, I don't think I want to book myself out every weekend anymore for, 50 weeks a year or 40 something weeks. Like I'm actually kind of enjoying the slowdown now and just being with them more, especially realizing that they're 17 years old. This is kind of the end of our time. So I'm really kind of cherishing it, where I think we were all accidentally kind of living in fast forward and kind of missing some of the really good stuff.
Michelle, Kristen, Heather, I saw you all nodding.
We actually started doing a lot of like house renovations. We were like, all right, so we're going to be here for a while and why don't we like make the backyard livable? So we've really been like enjoying, like you said, like slowing down and like being able to like enjoy each other and our house.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's tried to purchase patio furniture, but it's impossible. It's like
100%.
Yeah, a lot of home renovations and
there's a shelter nearby that we're trying to buy bikes for all the kids. Can't buy bikes.
You can't buy bikes.
Can't buy bikes
anywhere. No, sure.
Yeah, I bought her a bike for her birthday, and I can't tell you how hard it was to get a bike.
Yeah,
I was like, really though? Like, it's a bicycle.
Michelle, what about you?
You know what? Jake and I have been going for walks, which has been really nice. And we've been really spending a lot of time together eating, which has been awesome. Right here, I have a big area where we can sit and eat. So we've been talking a lot. I have to agree that, it's about the time. There have been so many blessings in this whole thing. We've had the hardships and all the other things, but there have been some silver linings here, which are super profound if you look for them. Yeah.
So just one last question for everyone before we let you go. If you could describe your experience with quarantine in one word, what would it be?
Rewarding. Like it's been a weird gift. It's been a gift of time back that I didn't even know I was losing.
Kristen and Heather?
That's so true. I just
I can't even think of
I don't know how to come back from that after you because that was perfect. Rewarding was like the perfect word for that.
We're like really good at words.
Michelle.
I've learned how to be a leader. I've met some incredible people that have really changed my life. All of this just because I was forced to kind of, be a little bit of a hustler and make a living for myself in COVID, you know? And so it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing for me, and so many blessings and so wonderful. And I know that sounds strange because I've had loved ones lost friends, but there have been some good things that have happened for me, and I'm grateful for that. So
yeah, and obviously it doesn't distract or deter from the seriousness of things, but looking at the positive side of things, absolutely.
Yeah.
COVID sucks and we'll make the best of it.
Absolutely.
I think that that's an amazing place to leave it. So that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you everyone so much for being here. I hope everyone watching had as much fun as we did being here, and you took some tidbits of information and enlightenment and fun with you. Thanks to Josh. Make sure to check out Josh on his OnlyGood TV show, and check out his brand new series coming this fall, Breaking Beauty, on Crackle Plus platform. Kristen and Heather, thank you so much. And baby Freya sleeping in her crib. Make sure to, so sweet. Make sure to check out The Creation of Us on OnlyGood TV. And Michelle, the Green Queen Queen series every Wednesday on OGTV. Thanks so much for joining us. And of course, Jake, Freya, Alexis, Tyler, thank them as well for all of us. And I'm your host, Lucia Nazzaro. Make sure to check out my other series, Only Good Heroes, and you can catch my other show on Well Seekers, where you can find and feel better in life and love at wellseekers.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for being a part of our family here at OGTV.
Thanks, Lucia. Have a great one, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.